Evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, do you hear me?
How are you, Tao?
I'm
Hello.
fine. Do you hear me? Sorry,
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
Please wait.
Yeah, yeah, okay, it's there. Okay, how are you?
My thanks. Uh,
Yeah, so your daughter is well, right?
no, not yet.
Yeah,
I just
so
take her to doctor and
yeah, last
have just
time.
come. Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
but she's a well baby, okay?
Yes.
Ah, is that your
Yes. Yes.
daughter?
My
Oh, how
daughter.
old is she?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's
Hello.
4 years old.
5 years old. Okay. She
Yeah.
goes to
Okay. Okay.
school.
Yes. Already.
Yeah, okay. So let's continue our lesson now.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let me share the screen now.
Mm.
Okay. I hope you can see the presentation, Tao. Can you see it clearly?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I have to make this one more bigger so that we can see it. Okay. So last
Mm.
time, we were able to start discussing about how do I buy a ticket. And we had a discussion last time, okay,
Mm.
before we have to listen, before we have to speak, that if you had experienced riding the following transport, and you said, of course, helicopter, you weren't able to ride that one, but
Mm.
ferry, the tram or the train or subway, and then the motorbike. Okay?
Mm. Yes.
And we're able also to discuss all about this one. What do visitors need to know before catching a bus or train in your city or town? And what can you tell them? And then you have to think about the questions below. Okay, so this
Yes.
time we will be listening,
Mm.
okay, and get information on how we can be able to ride a train. Okay?
Mm.
So let's try
Yes.
to listen to this conversation. And after that, we have to tick the information that Matt asks about. Okay? So the situation is Matt has just arrived in Osaka, Japan. So he
Mm.
wants to get around by public transport. So
Mm.
Kumiko, the name of the information officer, helps him. Okay?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
of course, you are also visiting places. You are also going to different places or different countries, right? So,
Yes.
in this particular lesson that we are going to have, we will be knowing on how we can be able to get information. What is the proper way, or what are the proper ways on how we can be able to get information? Okay, if
Mm.
we will be experiencing in going somewhere, or especially if we are new in that place. Okay?
Mm.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's try to listen, and after that, let's answer.
Mm.
Recording 22.
Hello. I'd like to get some information about catching the underground, please.
Yes, of course.
Well, the first thing I'm not sure about is, how do I buy a ticket?
Ah, yes. Well, to begin, you should look for a ticket machine. You can find them at the station.
Okay.
And you can use coins or notes.
Any coins or notes?
With coins, only 500 yen and 150 and 10.
Hmm. Okay.
You can use 1000 yen notes in every machine.
I see.
And you can also find some machines where you can use 5,000 and 10,000 yen notes.
How will I know which notes I can use?
It will say on the machine. And some take credit card too.
So, how much money? um, How can I tell how much money I need to put in the machine?
There's a map which tells you. It's above the machine.
Oh, right. The big map.
Yes, you can find the price. You have to. Uh, you need to choose the correct price for the place you want to go to.
All right. I choose the price. What should I do next? Just catch the train?
Yes, you keep ticket and insert it in the machine at the ticket gate.
And will the ticket come out of the machine?
Yes, it comes out of the machine. So you have to keep your ticket until you get off.
And then what do I do? Give the ticket to somebody or...
No, when you arrive at the station, you have to insert the ticket into a machine again.
Oh, okay. At the exit ticket gate.
Yes, the exit ticket gate. But your ticket will not come out.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that would be it, the conversation between Matt and Kumiko, who is the information officer. Okay, now Tao, let's try to take the information that Matt asked about. So what do you think would be Matt asked about Kumiko, who is the information officer? So what are the things that Matt asked to Kumiko? Is
I
he
think
asked about the train timetables? Is he asked about the ticket machines? If he asked about the late night train services? If he asked ticket prices or train and bus connections? So
I
what do you
think
think?
he asked Kumiko about ticket machine and ticket
Yes.
price.
That's correct. Okay. So specifically in that particular conversation, it's just surround in a particular conversation of the ticket machines because he asked on how he can be able to use the ticket, right? And then
Yes.
after that one, he also asked about the ticket prices. Okay, so aside
Mm,
from that, no more. Okay, so the concern
yes.
of Mott is just only for the ticket machines and the ticket prices.
Mm,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so let's move on. Now read the instructions for using the Osaka Underground. Now, look at this one, Tao. Osaka Underground. Maybe in Japan, instead of calling subway, they
Mm,
call that one as underground, right? Yeah, but underground can also be a subway.
yes.
Yes, okay. So let's try to listen again and complete the gaps with the word or the number you hear out from the conversation. Okay? So we have here, of course, we have here um, blanks, okay, or a gap that we need to fill in. Okay? So
Mm,
let's try to listen about a word or about a number that we hear. Okay, let's try to listen again.
Recording 22.
Hello. I'd like to get some information about catching the underground, please.
Yes, of course.
Well, the first thing I'm not sure about is, how do I buy a ticket?
Ah, yes. Well, to begin, you should look for a ticket machine. You can find them at the station.
Okay.
And you can use coins or notes.
Any coins or notes?
With coins, only 500 yen and 150 and 10.
Okay.
You can use 1000 yen notes in every machine.
I see.
And you can also find some machines where you can use 5,000 and 10,000 yen notes.
How will I know which notes I can use?
It will say on the machine. And some take credit card too.
So, how much money... um, How can I tell how much money I need to put in the machine?
There's a map which tells you. It's above the machine.
Oh, right. The big map.
Yes, you can find the price. You have to. Uh, you need to choose the correct price for the place you want to go to.
All right. I choose the price. What should I do next? Just catch the train?
Yes, you keep ticket and insert it in the machine at the ticket gate.
And will the ticket come out of the machine?
Yes, it comes out of the machine. So you have to keep your ticket until you get off.
And then what do I do? Give the ticket to somebody or.
No, when you arrive at the station, you have to insert the ticket into a machine again.
Oh, okay. At the exit ticket gate.
Yes, the exit ticket gate. But your ticket will not come out.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, paying for the tickets now, Tao. So you can use these coins in all ticket machines according to Komiko, right? So she mentioned about 500 yen, 100 yen, and
50.
yes, so that would be correct. So that would be 50 yen and 10 yen. Okay? Then you can use these notes in all ticket machines. And how much yen?
1000.
Oh, that's correct. Okay, so that would be 1,000 yen. So you can use these notes in some, but not all ticket machines, blank yen and 10,000 yen.
5000 yen.
That's 5,000 yen, correct. Okay, and 10,000 yen. So ticket prices can be found on the big.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear this word.
Yes, okay. So it can be found in the big
Big map.
map. Yes,
What
okay.
does it mean, big map? About
Okay,
the map. Ah,
this
okay,
one.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the
Uh,
one that is flash, it looks like a screen,
yes, yes.
okay, or a map.
Mm,
Okay, the
yes.
wherein you can be able to see that one there. Okay, that is
Mm,
above the machine. Okay,
mm,
so do you have
okay.
any questions with this now?
No more,
No
thanks.
more. Okay, actually, the money in Japan, they call that one as yen. Okay, so
Yes,
Japan is yen, Vietnam is Vietnam dam. Am I right? Your money is Vietnam dam, right?
yes.
Yes. In the Philippines, we call that one as peso. Okay. In London, they call that one as what is one? It should be pounds.
Pound.
Okay.
Yes.
And then in the United States, of course, they call that one as US dollars. Okay.
Yes.
And some other countries they call that one also as dollars too. In China, oh, I don't know what's their money in China. You know what's the money? Their money in China?
Oh, no.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's move on in here, Tao. So try to remember what you heard. Are these sentences true or false? Okay, letter A. When you go through the ticket gate, according to Komiko, put your ticket in the machine. Is it true or false?
True.
So when you go through the ticket gate, put your ticket in the machine. Yes, so that would be true. Okay, so that means if you are going to go through the ticket gate, you will going to put your ticket in the machine. Okay, um, I don't know in Vietnam. Okay, do you also put that one in the machine? Let's say,
No,
for example.
it's checked by people by server.
Okay. So people just check that one, and then you cannot insert that one in the machine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then people after checking, you can now enter. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Here in the Philippines, we have also the same process that we can be before we can be able to get in the platform of the subway. So you need to put the ticket first on the machine, and then the machine will going to count that one or read that ticket, and then it will come out, and then you have to take that one again. Okay. And then after that one, once you are already on your destination, So you are going to insert again the ticket, and the ticket will not going to come out again. Okay. It depends if you are going to buy tickets that is good for 1 week. So you need to put a lot of money for that, okay, in order for you to use them for the whole week. Okay?
Yes.
Next,
Yes.
letter B. Take the ticket with you when get on the train. True or false?
True.
Yes, so that would also be true. Okay? Because according to the conversation, you are going to take the ticket. Next, when you arrive at your destination, somebody will take your ticket. True or false?
False.
Yes. Why? Why is it false? So what do you think would be this statement becomes false? Now, because okay, people will not going to, or somebody will not going to take your ticket, but you put that in a machine. Okay, so
Yes.
once you already arrived at your destination. Okay,
Mm.
so that would be it. So false because you put that in a machine, or insert that one in a machine.
Mm.
Okay? Okay.
Yes.
Now, did you know, Tao, that London Underground is known as the Tube?
Mm.
Okay, yeah. So they call that one as Tube. Okay? So they call that underground. Again, that is also called a subway. So instead
Yes.
of subway, they call that one as underground. And then the name of that, when you are going to ride in the subway, so you are going to say, I am going to ride the tube. Okay.
Mm.
Now, yes, in the United States, people call underground as trains. Okay, the trains, that is subway.
Mm.
Okay, so that would
Yes.
be it. Okay, so if you happen to go to London, so you are going to say, I have to ride the underground. So that means
Mm.
you are going to ride a subway. So let's say, for example, if you're looking for a subway, do not say, do you have a subway in here? If you're going to ask, but instead, where is the underground? I
Mm.
am going to ride the tube. Okay,
Mm.
so that's in London. But if you happen to go to the United States, do not ask for a tube, instead subway.
Mm.
Okay? If you happen to
Yes.
come here in the Philippines also, we don't have yet subway at this moment because our subway is still is under construction. Okay?
Mm.
So we are still constructing our subway here in the Philippines. But instead, we have trains. Okay? We
Mm.
have train. Okay? But we call that one here in the Philippines as LRT or
Mm.
MRT. Yeah, so we
Yes.
call that one. So LRT means that would be land rail transport. Okay, and MRT is something like that, rail transport also. Okay,
Mm.
Tao? Okay,
Yes.
next. Okay, focus on saying numbers. So
Yes.
listen to how these numbers said, tick A or B.
Mm.
Okay, so that would be listening number 23. Let's try to listen.
Recording 23. 1, 250. 2,
5,200.
3, 5,250. 4,
1,000.
Okay, So, how they say these numbers? Is it A or B?
B.
Okay, so that would be 250. So that would be 250. Okay, so they do not call that one as 250, but they call that one as 250. So 200 first, that's in 100, and then after that one, once they were going to say it, the tens place and the ones place, of course, they call that one and 50.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
next, number 2.
5,200.
Okay, so
A.
that would be
A.
5,200. So they are not going to say that one as 5,200. Okay, they will just going to say and if we are talking of hundreds.
Mm.
Okay, but if you're talking of thousands already, following after the thousands would be the hundreds. So they do not say that as 500 and 5,200, but they were going to say that as 5,200. Okay,
Yes.
next, number 3.
5,250.
Okay, so 5,250. Okay, why is it to 5,250? Okay, because it's not no, if we're talking about of exact, okay, of exact amount of money, like for example 200, 300, 400. Okay, so they don't use any more and, but if you're talking of half of that, let's say for example 5,250 or 2,000, let's say for example another one would be, let's say 3,500. Okay, 500 to, okay, let's say like that. So it's going to be, how are we going to read that? It's 3,525.
Mm.
Okay, but
Yes.
if that would be 3,000, something like that, so it's going to be 3,500.
Yes.
Okay, but if we will be using not exact amount of money, so they
Mm.
are going to say that as 3,525.
Yes.
Okay, Tao. So what's the correct answer in here in number 3? That would be letter B. Okay, next. What about number 4?
1,000.
Okay, so that would be 1,000. Okay, what if we will going to say like this? So what do you think? How are we going to read this one?
2,000.
Yeah, so that will be 2,000 now, okay?
Yes.
But if we're
Yes.
talking about 1,000, so they do not say that as 1,000, but instead they will going to say that or call that one as 1,000, okay?
Mm.
But it is already 2,000, so that would be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000.
Yes.
Okay? Okay, now look at this one. In American English, people say 250, but in British English, people say 250. So
50.
that would be the difference now. Huh? If you
Yes.
happen to go to United States, so they will going to say that as 250. But if you happen to go to London, a British country, so they will going to say that as 250.
Mm.
Okay, so that would be the difference. I don't know in Vietnam, how do you call? Actually, your money is Vietnam dam,
Vietnam dong.
right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Vietnam dam. So let's say, for example, if you have, let's say this one. So how do we say this one in Vietnam? 1,000.
Vietnam đồng.
Oh, so what's the symbol for Vietnam dam?
Yes.
1,000 VD. Am I right?
VND.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Ah, yeah. So this is how we write your money, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, but in reading this one, this can also be read as 1,000, right?
Yes.
1,000 Vietnam dam. Am I right? How?
No. No. ONG.
Ah, Vietnam.
O.
Ah, O
N.
N.
G.
Ah, okay. Vietnam dong.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Oh, I heard this dam. Okay, sorry. Okay, and then it's 1,000, right?
Yes.
Okay. In the Philippines, we call this one as 1,000 also. So 1,000 pesos.
Mm.
Okay. It's a like this one. We call this one as PHP.
Oh.
Yes. So
The
1,000,
abbreviation.
yeah, Philippine
Okay.
Philippine money. So
Peso.
PHP, yes.
Yes.
Okay, or Philippine peso. So this one is a sign for Philippine. PHP is, we call that one as Philippine peso.
Mm.
Yes, so PHP. Just like yours, BND, okay,
Yes.
Vietnam dong. So we
Yes.
have also PHP.
Yes.
Okay? In the United States, we call that one as USD, right? That
Yes.
one. Yeah. So US dollars.
Yes.
And in Japan, they call that one as yen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So question with this, Tao?
No more.
No more. Okay, let's proceed. Now for the speaking on how we can be able to get information. So asking for information. So how are we going to ask for information? So Matt uses these questions to ask for information. What are the things that he used? Of course, that would be what? Okay, letter A. How will I know which notes I can use?
Mm.
Right? Okay, so now look at this one, Tao. How will I know? Okay, so why is it we are going to use how will I know which notes I can use?
Mm.
What do you think is the reason why do we need to use how will I know instead of saying how do I know? Okay, is it also correct if we are going to say how do I know?
Mm.
Okay, which notes I can use? Okay, is it also correct when we are going to say that? How will I know which notes I can use? How do I know which notes I can use? So which do you think is more appropriate, Tao? Is this one or this one? Can we also use how do I know instead of how will I know? Okay, what do you think? Is it um is it also accepted when we say how do I know which notes I can use? How will I know which notes I can use?
Mm. It's the same meaning.
Yes. Okay. Actually, what do you think would be the difference between the two? Actually, this one is more formal.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, if we are talking about how do I know which notes I can use, maybe you can say this one if you know the person very well.
Mm.
Okay? But
Yes.
because if we will be using will I know, this one is more formal
Formal.
rather
Yes.
than this one. Okay? But we can also use this one. Okay?
Yes.
We can also use this one if we are talking to a friend, we are talking to our relatives maybe, or we are talking to our parents, or we are talking to someone which is close to us. But if we are talking or asking question to a person that is not close to us, and that would be the first time that you meet him or her, it's better to use this one. How will I know?
Mm.
Okay, Tao? Okay,
Yes.
next. In letter B, how can I tell how much money I need to put in a machine? Okay, how can I tell? So, can we also say, how do I tell how much money I need to put in a machine? Okay. Now, look at this one. So what do you think would be the difference between the two, Tao? How can I tell how much money I need to put in a machine? How do I tell how much money I need to put in a machine? So do you think both of these sentences are correct?
Yes. It's the same.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so this one is also correct. But
Mm.
actually, if you are going to use do again, it's something that is particularly you are talking to yourself, right?
Yes.
So do, how do I tell how much money I need to put in a machine? Okay, this one
Yes.
is also correct. Again, just what I have said, this one is correct, this one is also correct. But again, these are more formal than the second one.
Yes.
Okay, so if
Yes.
ever you're talking to someone that is not close to you, please use the following questions instead of this one. Okay? Look
Yes.
at this. What should I do next? Okay. Look at this one. What do I do next?
Mm.
Okay. This one is also correct, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. But again, this one is more formal instead of doing this. Okay, what? Look at this. What do I do? What do I do? Or you can also say, what shall I do?
Mm.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so then what do I do or what shall I do? So both of these are also correct.
Mm.
Okay, Tao?
Yes.
Okay. So can we say this one now in asking question? Okay, let's say for example, if I am going to ask you, Tao, of this question, what do you think would be your answer? Let's say for example, I'm going to ask you, how will I know? Oh no, you are going to, no, you are going to ask me. If I am the officer, you are going to ask me this question. Okay, so how
Mm.
are you going to emphasize this one? Can you say it
Mm.
to me, please?
Mm. Okay. How will I know which note I can use?
Yes, okay. You can use 150 or 10,000 yen. Okay,
Oh.
so that would be the possible answer for that. What about question number two?
How can I tell how much money I need to put in a machine?
There would be a map on top of the machine that tells you on what to do.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, so that would be it. That would be the answer. Next,
Oh.
after that,
So, what should I do next?
okay, next, after paying, okay, you are going to take your ticket, and then once you are there already on the train station, so you have to put the ticket insert that one on the machine and take your ticket again.
Mm.
Okay? And then after that,
And then what do I do?
okay, once you reach your destination, so you are going to insert again the ticket and then leave. So you will not going to take your ticket again.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, so that would be it. Okay.
Yes.
Now, we have here some of the question asked about an action and some asked about understanding. Put the questions in the correct box. Two of them have been done for you. Okay. One of those questions in here, which is an understanding, is how will I know which notes I can use? Okay? And the actions there is what should I do next? Okay?
Mm.
So
Mm.
what do you think would be other questions that is part of the understanding Tao?
I think that is how can I tell how much money I need to
Yes.
put in the machine?
That's correct. Okay. So
Mm.
how? Why is it how? Because
Mm.
you are what? You are asking for an
Understand.
explanation, right?
Yes.
You're asking for an explanation. How? Okay. Okay. So how much? Okay. How much? What is that again? How can I tell? Sorry. How can I tell how much money I need? Oh, sorry, how much money I need to put in a machine? Okay, so this one is part of the understanding also. Now, look at this one. Letter A and letter B are, no, letter A and letter B is what we called understanding. So why is it understanding? Because we use the question how.
How?
Okay, that
Yes.
means you need an explanation for that one. Okay?
Mm.
And
Mm.
then after that, the actions, what should I do next? You need not only an explanation, but should be an action.
Ash.
Okay? Yeah, because
Yes.
what? So what should I do? Or what do I do? So there would be an action. So let us see what do I do next and
Mm.
what do I do? Okay? So
Yes.
again, understanding, and this one is an action. Why is it understanding? Because we need explanation. Okay, so you need to explain on how you are going to do that thing. Okay,
Mm.
but here, under the action, okay, you're doing, okay, you are, what is one? Doing, okay, doing the things. So you need an action. Okay, so that
Yes.
would be it, How. So do you have any questions?
No.
No more. Okay, let's proceed for the speak up activity. Look at the conversations below. Read what Komiko says and think about what you will say. Use the words to make questions like the ones in speaking strategy in here. Okay, so we will be going to use the words to make the questions like the ones in speaking activity. Okay. Okay. Example letter A, Komiko. Some ticket machines take both notes and coins. And you are going to say, how will I know if a machine takes both? So Komiko
Mm.
replied, it will say on the machine. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, next. How no machine takes both? So what do you think is that would be?
How will I know if a machine takes both?
Okay. So how will I know that? So we have to write it in here. How will I know that the machine takes both? Okay, that would be correct. Okay, and then Komiko replied, you put the money in the machine. Next, you again.
How will I know?
How will I know?
Oh, what?
Okay, there would be how.
How?
Yeah, so this one is a part of the understanding again, right? So you are going to say, how will I know? That's correct. Okay, the one you said a while ago is correct. How will I know the correct ticket price? Okay, so that would be correct. How will I know the correct ticket price? Okay, so that
Hmm.
would be correct. Next, Komiko replied, you can see on the map. And then Komiko again said, you get the ticket from the machine. And after that,
What should I do?
okay, then, okay, you have to say, then, what, okay, okay, should I do? Okay, or what will I do? Okay, it can be what will I do? Okay, to make it more formal. Okay, then what will I do? Okay, next. After that, Komiko, go to the ticket gate. Then Komiko again said, you put the ticket in the machine. And then after that,
What do I do next?
yes, so what do I do next? Okay, that's correct. Then Komiko replied, remember to take it when it comes out of the machine. Then Komiko said, you can use credit cards in some stations. And you,
Uh,
so
how
yes, how?
how do I tell?
Okay, to make it more formal, instead of do, we have to
How
say,
can I tell?
okay, how will I tell, right? How will I
How
tell,
how much
okay, if
if
the machine,
if a machine
yeah,
take
if the
credit card?
machine, yes, if the machine takes credit cards. Okay, so that would be correct. So how will I tell if the machine takes credit cards? So that is in a form of understanding question again. Okay, next, after that, Kumiko replied, it will say on the machine. Okay, so let's try to practice this one, Tao.
Yes.
So I will be, um, you will be you, and I will be Kumiko. Okay? Okay,
Yes.
let's try this. Let's start in here. Okay, go.
Uh, How will I know that the machine take both?
You put the money in the machine.
And how will I know the correct ticket price?
You can see on the map. You get the ticket from the machine.
Then what should I do next?
Okay. Go to the ticket gate. You put the ticket in the machine.
What do I do next?
Remember to take it when it comes out of the machine. You can use credit cards in some stations.
How can I tell if the machine take credit card?
It will say on the machine. Okay, good job. Okay, so you were able to emphasize, huh? You have a good accent, actually, Tao. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so that would be very good. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, talk to Kamiko and ask her questions. Okay. So let's say for example, if you are the person traveling, okay? Yourself is Tao and you are going to talk to Kamiko. So what do you think would be the questions that you need to ask for Kamiko? Let's try to listen to this one, okay? Let's try to listen to track.
Recording 24. A.
Some ticket machines take both notes and coins. It will say on the machine.
B.
You put the money in the machine. You can see on the map.
C.
You get the ticket from the machine. Go to the ticket gate.
D.
You put the ticket in the machine. Remember to take it when it comes out of the machine.
E.
You can use credit cards in some stations. It will say on the machine.
Okay. So, what do you think would be the question that you need to ask to Kumiko? Okay. So, possible answers to this one, Tao, would be, okay, this one. Okay. We can say that, can I use 10,000 yen notes? Okay. So that would be first question, right? Can I use 10,000 yen notes? So other possible answer for this one would be this one. Like for example, how will I know which notes I can use? Right? So, can I use 10,000 yen notes? Or how will I know which notes I can use? Okay? Other
Okay.
possible answers for that would be this one. Letter C. Can I buy a discount ticket?
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because that would be possible, right? Like for example, if you are riding a subway or a train, right? So you have money. You have a money which is a big amount of money. That would be 10,000 yen, right? You don't have a
Yes.
coins. You don't have smaller bills. Okay? So it's possible that you have to ask, can I use 10,000 yen notes? Okay, because you are going to put that one in the machine, right? So if you will not going to ask, maybe the machine cannot recognize 10,000 yen. Okay, so
Yes.
therefore it should be very important for you to ask if you can use a 10,000 yen notes in paying. Okay, in paying the ticket, right? And then
Yes.
the second one is, how will I know which notes I can use, right? Or let's say, for example, there would be, it was already specified on the machine. So which notes you will going to use, right? So which
Yes.
notes you will going to press? Like for example, do I have to press this one? Or what would be the destination? Where am I going to? Which will be this one would be the destination that I should have to pay for, right? Or can I buy a discount ticket instead, right? So that would be the possible questions. Another one, okay, possible question that you can ask is, do I buy one every, okay, let's say Friday because it was mentioned in there, right? Or only on some Fridays. Okay? Because it was mentioned in there on the conversation that they can buy, okay, every Friday, okay, or only some Fridays.
Mm.
So that would also be possible question to Kumiko, so that you can have a very what this one you are going to understand, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have questions with this, Tao?
No. No,
No
thanks.
more. Okay. Let's proceed to the listening, asking more questions. So let's try to listen to the rest of the conversation. Matt asked about two of the following. So let's try to tick this one. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So let's try to listen.
Recording 25.
What about discount tickets? Is there any way to get a cheaper fare?
Well, we've only got one discount ticket.
Okay.
If you take the train every Friday or the 20th of every month,
Hmm.
you can use the No My Car Day discount pass.
Mm.
Okay. So, how does that work?
If you buy a No My Car Day discount pass, you can go everywhere on the underground for a whole day, and it costs 250 yen less than a normal day pass.
That sounds good.
But it's only available every Friday or the 20th of every month.
Mm.
So, you can only get it on those days.
Yes,
Do I get this discount pass from normal ticket machines or from special ticket machines?
you can buy them from all stations, from all ticket machines.
Okay, right. The normal ticket machine. Okay.
But if you travel every day, you can get the prepaid rainbow card. You cannot get a discount with it, but it's very useful because you don't need to buy a ticket before you get on the train.
So, how often do I need to buy a rainbow card?
Not each morning, perhaps only once a week.
Okay.
So that, for example, on Monday, you can buy 5,000 yen rainbow card.
So, how long can I use a 5,000 yen card for?
But it depends on where you go on the train.
Okay. So, will the money come off the card?
Yes, yes.
So, how does it work with the ticket machine at the gate? The same as a normal ticket?
Yes, exactly the same.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So let's try to tick. Okay, Matt, what do you think would be the questions of Matt that is asked to Komiko?
I think the first is about this discount
Cards.
discount card.
Yes. Very good. So that would be correct. And then the
And
second one is,
the second one should I guess that is multi-trip ticket.
yes. So that's the multi-trip tickets. That's correct.
Oh.
Okay, very good. Okay, next. Read the following sentences below about the Know My Car Day Pass and the rainbow card. So let's try to listen again and place the letter in the correct box. One sentence matches both cards. You may want to listen more than once. Okay, so Do you want to listen again, Tao, or we can proceed to answer this one, or would you like to listen it again?
It's up to you.
Ah, okay. So let's try to listen it again so that we can be able to get the correct answer for that.
Recording 25.
What about discount tickets? Is there any way to get a cheaper fare?
Well, we've only got one discount ticket.
Okay.
If you take the train every Friday or the 20th of every month, you can use the No My Car Day discount pass.
Okay. So, how does that work?
If you buy a No My Car Day discount pass, you can go everywhere on the underground for a whole day, and it costs 250 yen less than a normal day pass.
That sounds good.
But it's only available every Friday or the 20th of every month.
So, you can only get it on those days?
Yes,
Do I get this discount pass from normal ticket machines or from special ticket machines?
you can buy them from all stations, from all ticket machines.
Okay, right. The normal ticket machine. Okay.
But if you travel every day, you can get the prepaid rainbow card. You cannot get a discount with it, but it's very useful because you don't need to buy a ticket before you get on the train.
So, how often do I need to buy a rainbow card?
Not each morning, perhaps only once a week.
Okay.
So that, for example, on Monday, you can buy 5,000 yen rainbow card.
So, how long can I use a 5,000 yen card for?
But it depends on where you go on the train.
Okay. So, will the money come off the card?
Yes, yes,
So, how does it work with the ticket machine at the gate? The same as a normal ticket?
yes, exactly the same.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So let's try to answer this one, Tao. So they're talking about the Know My Card Day Pass and a rainbow card. Let's try to identify what do you think would be the specifications of the Know My Card Day Pass compared to the rainbow card. Okay, number one, letter A is given, so that would be under the Know My Car Day Pass. You can use it every Friday. Okay? Next, what about the other descriptions for not Know My Car Day Pass?
Number C.
Yes, that's correct. Letter C. You can only buy it on the 20th of every month. And then aside from that, letter,
I think letter G.
okay, that's correct. Okay, that would also be correct. And then, aside from that, okay, there would be letter. Okay, letter D also. Okay,
D.
that you get a discount with it. And then the last but not the least, of course, it's letter F. That means you can use it for more than one trip. Okay, so that would be the Know My Car Day Pass. Okay, wherein you can use that every Friday and then you can buy it on the 20th of every month. So there would be only a day that you can buy that one, but you can use that every Friday only, right? So
Yes.
you can buy the ticket on the 20th of every month, and then you can also use it for only one day, and then after that one you get a discount with it.
With it.
Okay, so
Yes.
that would be it, and then the remaining one should be letter,
G.
okay, letter B, letter
E.
letter E, and of course that would be letter letter
F.
letter F. Okay, letter F. Okay. Oh, in letter F, you can use it for more than one trip. Okay. So it's also the same in here. So there
Yes.
would the know my card, they can also use that one for more than one trip. Okay. So which do you think would be Tao is more you can save a lot of or you can save money
Mm.
in using the card. Is it know my card day or rainbow card?
Yes.
So which do you think? Is it, would you like to have a no my card day or a rainbow card if you are going to be the one to use that?
I think know my card day.
Okay. Because it should have
Yes.
what is one? A lot of benefits that you can be able
Yes,
to
that's
use,
right.
right?
Yes.
Compared to the rainbow card.
Yes.
Okay, Tao. So
Yes.
we will be going to end our lesson with this one. So
Okay.
see you again on the next meeting. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you were able to get informations, okay, right? On
Yes.
how you can be able to what? On
Mm.
how you can be able to get informations in riding or buying a
Yes.
ticket.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
So
Thank
on the
you.
next meeting, we will be going to continue discussing this one. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
So
Okay.
thank you so
Thank you.
much.
See you. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.